This from earlier on, the Nuggets getting off the team bus and showing their fashion sense. Got to make a grand entrance when you're on the road.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, D.A. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Will Barton is out there with Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Gordon in at the four-man position. And for the Clippers, Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Ibaka in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So the Nuggets win the tip. Martin with it. George picks him up. Stolen by George. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. Leonard with no one around. And it's Denver with the rebound. And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
Right wing. Clippers moving the ball around. Morris kicks to George. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. George has got the opening field goal of the game for Los Angeles. Murray against Beverly. Passes it to Jokic. Back to Murray. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And Murray has it all. A deadly shooter and a remarkable penetrator. Terrific guard play. And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Barton against George. And there's the pass to Morris. Beverly against Murray. And stolen by Gordon. And now Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And the athleticism and size of Porter creates problems for the defense. Hard to guard without getting physical.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And Porter drops them both. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Beverly against Murray. Beverly the pass to George. Here's Leonard. The three. That falls. Nice speed that time from George.
There's a real knack for understanding when a guy is uncovered. And Paul George's court awareness on display right there. Beautiful.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Barton. Back to Murray. 6 on the shot clock. Denver needs to get off a shot. Fouled beyond the arc, and he almost hit the shot. He'll go to the line for 3.
Yeah, a former 5-star recruit. We know about the talent level with Porter, but he's also a mature, hard-working guy.
And the Clippers call time here.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Free throw good. Porter. And he's good on the second. And he nails the third. And so here are the Clippers. They trail by 1. Pass to Beverly. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Right side George. And stolen by Murray. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. Feeds to Gordon. Back to Murray. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think's going to lead the pack there?
That's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Leonard with the bucket. Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Murray up on top. Defended by Beverly. Murray kicks to Barton. Outside for Murray. Shoots the three. Denver with a new 14. Barton in the corner from past the arc. Here's Jokic for three. Murray. The offensive rebound and the second chance effort by Gordon.
Well, at 6'9", great athlete, Aaron Gordon can be a problem on the glass.
Barton against George. Again, Los Angeles. No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
40 seconds left here in the first quarter. Murray outside. Porter. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Porter's got 7 points.
Just using his size well close to the rim. Porter is outstanding at cashing in from those spots.
Morris outside. Back to Beverly. Outside for George. Shot clock at 6. Takes the three, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Eight seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Rivers. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Denver on top, up by. Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverly about his throwback style.
Old school basketball, you know, and it's fun. And it's
Now pound for pound, Greg, Beverly may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
And this is why coaches say be aggressive. As long as you're playing smart, good things tend to happen, even if you're on the road.
Rajon Rondo is out there with Kennard. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's man in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Morris outside. Kicks to Rivers beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Zubac. The Clippers in the lead and pushing it out. Here's Los Angeles. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Jackson in for Rajon Rondo. And Denver also making a switch. Murray's checked in. Rivers with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Murray for 3. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just one on the bucket from Green.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
And the Clippers call time here. Zubats is checked in for Serge Ibaka. Now here's Jackson. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Pass to Zubats. Kennard for three. No good on the shot. And the Nuggets going the other way. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. The pass to Zubats. Kicks it to Jackson. Batum passes to Kennard. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. To the inside and stolen by Murray. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. He lobs it up, and it's McGee with the jam.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Kennard's shot is off.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
McGee against Zubats. Pass to Murray. 5 on the clock. Tries it from 19. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Shot's good by Kennard. Kennard's got 4 points in the quarter. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Rivers finds Murray. McGee trying to break free. And it's Murray, that time on the assist by Rivers.
Well, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
Jackson passes to Kennard. There's the three. Jackson misses. Denver's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. For the finish, and the dunk by Jackson.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
Murray for three. Drops in the tray. Murray's got the lead up to 2 now for the Nuggets.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Jackson looking it over. Kennard on the wing. 6 to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And Los Angeles with some changes. Marcus Morris is checked in for Batum. Paul George comes in for Luke Kennard. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Jackson. Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Aaron Gordon comes in for Bull. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Rivers. And it's Will Barton in for Murray. Gordon kicks to Barton. Floats it up for Jokic. Outside Porter, stolen by George. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Up the floor, stolen by Gordon. Jokic passes to Porter. Stolen by George.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. Both teams deciding to change it up. And so he makes both from the line. And here's Barton. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Stolen by Beverly. Tie game in Los Angeles. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. Some good action during the period, as it was just a one-point game at the end of one. Looking at the second quarter scoring, they had a slight edge. They really worked hard late in the half. And that'll...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. Porter is out there with Gordon. Then there's Murray. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Jokic in at the center position.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Jokic against Ibaka. He kicks to Beverly. Back to Ibaka. Shot clock at 6. Back to Beverly from deep. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces. But title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. It's stolen by Morris. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Morris is checked in for Murray. Here's Beverly. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Morris trying to free himself up. Outside for George. Back to Beverly for the lead. Kept alive. Pass to George. 4 on the shot clock. Puts up a 3. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. And the Clippers making a switch here. Rondo's checked in. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. George looking around. Just 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. That doesn't go either for George.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big man. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Passes it to Jokic. Over Ibaka. And again, Denver, no good. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Kennard, he's checked in for Los Angeles. The Clippers have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
We are looking at the MVP of the 2014 finals. Can we remember that in that series, Kawhi Leonard shot 60% and he guarded LeBron James?
And that one's good, Jokic.
And knocking down shots in the mid-range area really forces teams to have to adjust their defense.
Well, truth is, though, he's tall enough to get that off against anyone.
And the pass to Leonard. And finished off by Leonard.
Well, almost effortless there from Kawhi Leonard. The reach and leaping ability. Look out.
Martin with it. Leonard picks him up. Porter in the corner. 1:53 left in the third quarter of the game. Back to Barton. Inside. Here's Jokic. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Jokic on the follow. Jokic has got 6 points.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. The Clippers haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5. And that one falls for Rondo.
And there's no denying that Rondo is a wizard with the ball. Exceptional at exploiting holes in the defense.
Kennard against Rivers. Kennard, the pass to Batum. And shot on the way. It's hauled in by Gordon.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Back to Rivers. Campazzo, guarded by Jackson. To the middle. Here's Millsap. And the shot falls short this time. The Clippers in the lead. Pass to Kennard. Goes up from the top of the key. Los Angeles with another miss.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Jackson against Rivers. Pass to Kennard. Shot from 16. Here's Batum. Passes it to Mann. There's Jackson with the 3. Off the mark.
Well, this is huge for Austin Rivers. When he's making an impact defensively,
it's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Clippers lead by 2. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. We've got Ibaka. Morris is out there with Paul George. Then it's Patrick Beverley, and it's Mann in at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt, keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
Now the pass to Ibaka. George against Gordon. Now here's George. He's guarded closely. Morris, no good. Denver in the lead. And here they come. Morris finds Green. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Pass to Murray. Goes up the baseline. That shot is off. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Here's George. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Gordon's got his 4th rebound in this one. Deep 2 from Murray. Again, the miss by Murray. And here's Beverley. He brings it up for Los Angeles. It's a 1-point game.
How about Paul George? Puts it on the deck, uses that explosive quickness. This guy is really hard to contain.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. The Nuggets also changing it up. Jokic comes in for JaMychal Green, and it's Michael Porter in for Aaron Gordon.
Well, not only can Jokic get some steals, but he's such a great passer. He gets the break going with the quick outlet.
Morris against Beverly. Outside, George. Leonard looking around. He feeds it to Ibaka. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
And to me, it's never easy trying to guard Serge Ibaka. This guy is such a powerful player who is not afraid to mix it up.
Pass to Porter. Out to the right wing. Jokic kicks to Murray. From deep, Morris passes to Murray. Three-pointer. The Nuggets with a new 14. Morris outside, passes to Murray. Millsap with it, and another shot. They grab their own miss.
Huge. Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Jamal Murray.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Morris. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. This is still a close game, and he told his guys, we're not far away. We can still get this one. If we seize the moment, we can walk away with the win. Guys.
Thank you, David. Porter outside. The rebound by Paul George. George has got 4 rebounds in this game. And he gets the bucket. And it's a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
The pass to Jokic. Barton outside. Murray right side. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk. Paul George loves delivering when the game is on the line at his absolute best.
Porter finds Murray. And again, Denver no good.
Sometimes you just have an off day, and this is one of those games for him.
Pass to Ibaka. Now here's Beverly. Outside, George. Let's go. That one off the back iron and out.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
And at 7-2, Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
George with the ball. And stolen by Barton. Porter in the corner. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
Just refusing to back down when the spotlight's brightest. Porter outstanding at taking over here in the clutch.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. Six seconds left in the fourth quarter. Leonard, that's tipped. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense. And that is one heck of a rejection right there.
And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. So the Nuggets win the tip. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. So on the floor for Denver, we've got Murray. Michael Porter's out there with Gordon. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Barton in at the shooting guard. And the Clippers call time here. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Patrick Beverley comes in for Rajon Rondo. And Denver also making a switch. JaVale McGee's checked in for Gordon. George against Barton. Outside, George. From deep three-point range. That one, no good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Murray for three. Batum grabs the miss. Clippers trail by 3. It's 2-on-1. Leonard inside, guarded by Porter. Leonard draws the double. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Beverley. Porter pulls it in.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
Jokic kicks to McGee. Pass to Murray. Outside Porter. The 3. No good that time. For Los Angeles, they've gone 0 for 3 since the end of regulation. Not how they were hoping to start out this overtime period.
Let's remember this is a former Finals MVP. He will not blink in the biggest of moments.
Murray surveying the D. It's Barton on the wing. Back to Murray. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. From outside, off the mark. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And that one's good. Leonard.
Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
George against Barton. Back to Murray. From past the arc. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. Morris is checked in for Nicholas Batum. And a switcher also for Denver. Gordon's checked in. Plenty of drama in this one so far.
Yeah, don't be surprised if it isn't decided until the final buzzer.
George against Barton. Now George. Ibaka finds Leonard. Trying to get open is Ibaka. And it's Leonard missing. And here's Denver. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Porter's running. Offensive rebound. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking. And more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
And stolen by Murray. Here's Barton. So it's Los Angeles taking a W in a close one. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The sprawling metropolis of outside. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Jokic is out there with Gordon. Then there's Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Barton in at the 2 spot. And for the Mavericks, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. Now here's Kleber. Back to Hardaway. The pass to Porzingis. No good. And it's Denver the other way. A pass to Gordon. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. From deep. Kleber, no good.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
And Brent, these teams boasting great depth. Many feet. That's a hallmark of a great front office.
You go back and you look, Kevin, at some of the teams that have made deep playoff runs or eventually won the championships. That tinkering about bringing in a veteran or just one piece to make that next step for that one matchup or that one series. Finding contributions like that up and down the roster, absolutely, that can make a difference. But Will Barton, always going full speed, that time finds a bullet pass to a teammate.
Porzingis against Jokic. Right block shot. Porzingis passes to Kleber. Misses from close range.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
He was all alone on that one.
And off the schneid here, 1 of 5, but that's a big one.
And Murray's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. Porter in the corner. Porzingis with the rebound.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Back to Hardaway. Another 3 for Dallas.
I feel like Tim Hardaway Jr.'s role is to be out there and gun away, so ready to shoot that time.
Murray dishes to Porter. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Dallas has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. And stolen by Barton. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. And it's Murray with the jam.
And Murray showing it all here. An exceptional player attacking while he's in the open floor.
Outside Hardaway. Gordon against Kleber. Back to Hardaway. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist from Hardaway.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Now here's Barton for 3. Murray. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Hardaway passes to Doncic. And stolen by Murray. Here we go, 1-on-1. And a wide open look for Porter. Bangs home the trifecta.
You feel like there's nowhere on the floor where you can really get away from Michael Porter Jr. 3 ball goes that time.
Pass to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Denver. They trail by 1. Porter against Doncic. Wide open look here for Murray. And again, Denver with the triple.
The good old catch-and-shoot jumper there. Murray quickly getting these shots up and over the defense.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. That 3 off the mark.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Porter dishes to Murray. Doncic with the block.
And not exactly quick off the floor, but Luka uses great anticipation to make defensive plays.
And that one's good by Porter.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Outside Hardaway. Down low. Singis passes to Doncic. No good on the 3. On the wing, Porter. Here's Jokic. No good on the last second attempt there. And that does it for the first quarter. Nuggets ahead, leading by 4. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So out there for the Nuggets right now, Green is out there with Austin Rivers. Then there's Monte Morris. Then there's Paul Millsap. Morris. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Morris has got the lead up to 6 now for the Nuggets.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Doncic kicks to Richardson. Pass to Brunson. Clock at 6. Here's Powell. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Any possession that ends in a shot from that range after good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
It's Rivers on the wing. Campazzo, guarded by Doncic. Out to Morris. Rivers passes to Morris. The Mavericks pull it in.
He wants that one over again, I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Doncic finds Richardson. There's the pass to Brunson. Powell against Morris. The shot by Powell, no good.
Now, there's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Powell against Morris. And here's Millsap from the arc. And no good that time. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Billy Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Denver leading by 4.
And after some time over in France and the G League, JaMychal Green catching on as a steady NBA veteran.
In Memphis, the Grizzlies played him over Zach Randolph for some time. He's a guy that just keeps working and has found a niche now as his three-point shot has found more consistency in the NBA.
Mavericks making a switch here. Finney-Smith's checked in. And Denver with a change here too. Gordon's checked in. Shot clock at 6. Campazzo. And another miss by Denver. For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's Richardson. Nails the 16-footer.
Nice job, Richardson, playing now in the mid-range. That tells me his offensive game is showing confidence.
Feeds to Gordon. Back to Rivers. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Millsap with it. Out defended by Cauley-Stein. And it's Gordon missing. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And here's Richardson outside. Denver grabs the miss.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Zingas, he's checked in for Nicolo Melli. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's
the
case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams and players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Here's Murray following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. And the second chance effort by Gordon.
And offensive rebounding really about timing and positioning there. Gordon using both to burn the D.
Finney-Smith passes to Cauley-Stein. There's 47 seconds left in the second quarter. Richardson, no luck.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Gordon's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nuggets.
Forgetting to box out Gordon is inexcusable, given that athletic ability. He's a big threat on the glass.
As a big, once you get positioned inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
And no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Count it, and the Nugget lead has been cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Cauley-Stein. Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Nuggets lead by 4. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the... And that does it for our halftime.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Well, you got to like what Aaron Gordon has done in this game.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Hardaway is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Here's Porter. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Porter's got the first points of the second half here for the Nuggets. Doncic against Murray. Now, here's Doncic. He's covered closely. And so it's Barton bringing it up for Denver.
You think about the 40th pick back in 2012. Will Barton languished on the bench in Portland for his first 2 seasons, actually 2.5. And then that trade to Denver, boy, that jump-started everything.
6 on the shot clock, and that one's good by Porter.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Kleber finds Porzingis. Back to Kleber. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Yeah, you like when Jokic is this active on the defensive end. More blocks, please.
It's Porter outside. No good that time. And the Mavericks going the other way now. And with the Nuggets, Barton becoming an immediate contributor. And Brent, in recent seasons, they're starter at the small forward.
Yeah, he's an interesting player. He's a slender and slightly built player, but excellent at getting out there and rebounding. A tremendous runner at the wing position to play in transition. And that wingspan certainly helps out on a lot of plays, both offensively and defensively.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Nicolo Melli comes in for Maxi Kleber. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. To the paint. Pass to Brunson for three. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Rivers in the corner. And another miss by Denver.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. You know, Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to effecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. Morris with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy.
Passes it to Kleber. Over Green. Powell trying to free himself up. The shot, no good. And the Nuggets going the other way. Here's Morris. And the layup falls. Morris has got his second basket of the night.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Doncic dishes to Powell. And Maxi Kleber is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Porzingis is checked in for Dallas. The Nuggets leading by 5. Morris, left side. Pass to Rivers. .102 left in the third. Here's Murray. And that one hits back iron.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Doncic, the putback. Porzingis on the follow.
Maybe a little more fundamental with positioning there to be ready for that offensive rebound. Porzingis, some extra effort on the offensive glass that time.
Murray right side. Morris kicks to Murray. Rivers in the corner. A second chance effort. Denver passing it around. Morris, no good. Mavericks trailed by 3. To the middle. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Richardson. Porzingis has got 8 points.
Porzingis playing with some heart now, never giving up or into the defense, muscling through that difficult shot.
And Green gets it to go. Here's Brunson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Porzingis. Off on that one.
Hustle play from Millsap as the shot was going up, not making that one easy.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Nuggets ahead. They're up by 3. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Gordon out there with Jokic. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Monte Morris. Clock is at 3. Redick passes to Powell. Over Jokic. That one wide left. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. It's a 3-point game. Jokic kicks to Porter. Back to Jokic. Powell with the steal. Redick with it. Now guarded by Porter. Richardson dishes to Redick. The pass to Richardson. To the left side wing. Here's Brunson. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And they're running. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup. And the Nuggets lead by 5.
And guys, he has all the makings of an elite scorer. Porter combines size, athleticism, and terrific shot-making ability. That is rare.
And it goes down 2 points. Nuggets shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Outside, Porter. Down low. And Jokic gets it to go. Jokic has got his first 2 points.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
Up top, Powell. Jokic defending. Left side, Redick. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Porzingis, he's checked in for Powell. Maxi Kleber comes in for Nicolo Melli. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Jalen Brunson. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Richardson. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch what Mike Malone said to his team. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Outside Hardaway. Porzingis passes to Hardaway. And here is Kleber. Pass to Finney-Smith. Fires from deep. JaVale McGee grabs the miss.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Keeps it alive. Jokic on the follow. Now it's a 7-point Nugget lead.
Yeah, Jokic is not the quickest guy off the floor, but he uses his body well and great timing to get the offensive rebound.
Outside, Redick passes to Porzingis. 9 feet out. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And Barton throws it down.
Oh, yeah, sure, Will Barton, you could have laid that one in, but why? People pay tickets to see that kind of stuff.
Porzingis feeling it out a bit. And good. He nails it. 1:43 left in the game. Redick against Murray. Outside, Porter. They get it back. Jokic. Porter kicks to Murray. Denver with a new 14.
Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those at play here. He's getting every offensive rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're behind by 7. 1:16 left to play here in the fourth. And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Michael Porter.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
There must be something about playing in a hostile environment that drives him. He is really fed off that.
Porzingis making it count, wants to come through big time and does here.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Six to shoot. Deep 2 from Murray. The Mavericks pull it in.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Gordon, the pass to Jokic. Porzingis with the steal. Here's Doncic. Money!
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And you can tolerate gaps like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
There's 21 seconds left to play in the final quarter to tie it up. Jokic grabs the miss. Gordon against Hardaway. Porter outside. But they get it back.
Yeah, just nice hustle there. That work gets them the extra possession. Just refusing to back down when the spotlight's brightest. Porter outstanding at taking over here in the clutch.
So the Nuggets win it. They seem to relish. The Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge and the state flag of Texas looking majestic tonight. We're coming to you live from Dallas, Texas. Welcome, everyone. And the Clippers starting 5. We've got Ibaka. Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. And it's Beverly in at the point guard position. And for the Mavericks, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Hardaway is out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. Now here is Hardaway. Doncic outside. Clock at 6. Hardaway kicks to Doncic. Over Beverly. And it's Doncic. That time on the assist from Hardaway. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
You can see the kind of savvy Kawhi Leonard plays with. This guy makes the defense commit and gets himself to the foul line.
It's his first trip to the line. That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line.
An extraordinary improvement over the course of his career by Kawhi Leonard. He has now turned himself into one of the game's best, if not the best, two-way player.
Now here's Hardaway. The pass to Porzingis. Doncic outside. From outside the arc. They get it again. Porzingis on the follow.
Amazing when you're 7'3" with great instincts. You create an opportunity to get the putback. Nice work, Kristaps Porzingis.
Here's George. And it's George finishing it off.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Passes it to Hardaway. Now Porzingis. Out to Hardaway. Over George. Misses off the right iron. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers.
Boy, that open look set up by Kawhi Leonard, that's probably the most underrated aspect of his game.
Over in the corner, Doncic. And now Batum pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Paul George with the steal. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, this is a quick and decisive offensive player who's not afraid of contact. Love Tim Hardaway Jr. accepting the contact.
Melly is checked in for Dallas. Jalen Brunson comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And then for the Clippers, Mann's checked in, and it's Luke Kennard in for Paul George. Now here's Rondo. Pass to Leonard. From the arc. Porzingis with the rebound. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They trail by 1.
And last year, Dallas gave Porzingis the contract he was looking for to the tune of about $158 million.
And Greg, credit the Dallas organization for believing in Kristaps Porzingis' talent. And now credit Porzingis, because you have to share shot attempts and usage with Luka Doncic. What has he done? He's concentrated on better rebounding, better rim protecting. This guy is all in on winning, and what a combination these two guys can be.
Pass to Melly. He kicks it to Hardaway. Kennard with the ball. Hardaway picks him up. Now the feed to Rondo. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
And although not the biggest guy, you got to love how Rondo uses his body inside. Has a great touch as well around the rim.
Now here's Brunson. No points in the game yet for him. Porzingis passes to Doncic. Here's Melly, wide open. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And it's Leonard with the jam.
Well, almost effortless there from Kawhi Leonard. The reach and leaping ability. Look out.
30 seconds left in the first. Hardaway against Kennard. Back to Hardaway. Shot clock at 3. Over Kennard. Dallas again missing. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Rondo with the ball. And it's Leonard missing. Moving it up. And the dunk by Porzingis.
You know, at 7'3", yes, he can dunk. But with that athleticism and his sense for the dramatic and his flair, look out, folks. He can be special.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Clippers lead by 1. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
So for the Clippers right now, we've got Patrick Beverley. Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the 3. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Well, that's a tough one. You know, you got to like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Jackson passes to Kennard. And it's off from three-point range. The Mavericks trailing. Richardson outside. Here's Finney-Smith. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. To the inside. Batum with the steal. And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. So for the Clippers, Ivica Zubac has checked in for Serge Ibaka, and Marcus Morris subbed in for Nicholas Batum. Brunson against Jackson. And there's the pass to Mann. Kennard with the ball. Kicks to Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. Zubac. It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Passes it to Cauley-Stein. Feeds it to Powell. That one off the back iron and out. Los Angeles leading by 3.
And born and raised in Toronto, Powell is part of a growing legion of NBA players who hail from up north.
We the North. How about upon arriving in Dallas, he became the 5th Canadian to suit up just for the Dallas Mavs organization alone. So college and NBA scouts spending more time there now. What a beautiful country with plenty of basketball talent.
Kennard against Richardson. Zubac. Outside for Jackson. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Another shot. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Jackson. Morris has got the lead up to 3 now for Los Angeles. Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Brunson. Richardson outside. Jackson against Brunson. Here's Richardson. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Fast break. Here we go. Kennard with the ball. Out defended by Cauley-Stein. Man gets the bucket.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
It's Richardson on the wing. There's the dish to Cauley-Stein. Back to Richardson. Pass to Brunson. Over Jackson. No good. Shot missing. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Now the pass to Kennard. Shoots over Brunson. Zubac kicks to Kennard. Off target from outside. Mavericks trail by 5. Richardson the pass to Finney-Smith. The shot from the low post is good. Finney-Smith's got his first points in this one.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Pass to Man. Out to the wing. Shot from 16. Will not go. This is off the front iron. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Richardson finds Brunson. 34 seconds left to play in the first half. From 7. Yep, it goes. And the Clipper lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Cauley-Stein.
Nice work inside by Cauley-Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
Here's Man. And that's a foul called on Dwight Powell. That'll be his second foul of the game. Hardaway with the steal. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession. Outside Leonard. To the right side. Rondo wide open. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists tonight. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reap. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They ended the period holding on to us. And that'll...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Porzingis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the floor right now for the Mavericks. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Hardaway. And foul on the... And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And it's Leonard missing.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
For the tie. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Dallas shooting their third free throw shot of the game. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that, more than anything, allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Pass to Kleba. Inside, Doncic. And the rejection by Ibaka.
Boy, great extension from Ibaka. His length always effective.
And then Leonard with the dunk. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Porzingis looking it over. Over Ibaka. Here's Doncic. Banked in off the glass. Doncic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, Luka Doncic has every skill necessary to be a difference maker on the boards. Let's begin with his great size.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Josh Richardson's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Richardson outside. Pass to Porzingis. He dishes it to Doncic. Porzingis inside. Ibaka on him. Shot clock at 2. Kleba, no good.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
For Los Angeles, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
Well, Paul George smack dab in the middle of the prime of his career, and maybe underestimated is his drive to win.
Melly is checked in for Dallas. Jalen Brunson comes in for Hardaway.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Brunson kicks to Doncic. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Well, this is the area of the floor where Marcus Morris can be a problem because of that frame in that game. Look out, gentlemen.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Shot from free throw range. Tips it. Great positioning on the putback.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Jackson against Brunson. Morris right side. The shot will not fall. Good work defensively by Richardson. 50 seconds left to play in the third. A three-pointer, no good. And so Ibaka will bring it up for Los Angeles. They lead by 1.
The speed in transition. Paul George is dynamic in space.
Doncic outside. On the pass to Porzingis. Richardson outside. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Goes up to the stripe. Porzingis can't hit.
They can close out the quarter if they want to.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
The Clippers have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
And he makes both free throws. Richardson finds Powell. And we've reached the end of the third. Clippers lead by 5. And fourth quarter. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum. And it's Rajon Rondo. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's George in at the shooting guard. It's George on the wing. Here's Leonard. You know, he rips it and jams it right over Porzingis. Wow!
Well, don't let Kawhi's quiet demeanor fool you. This guy has athleticism and explosiveness. How about that in style?
And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for the Clippers. Patrick Beverly comes in for Rajon Rondo. Here's Porzingis. Passes it to Kleber. Outside Hardaway. Shot clock at 6. Over George. Off the left rim and out.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find it.
Wow, hammering it in.
Now, Paul George is an exceptional athlete and demonstrating his insane dunking skills there. Get this guy in the dunk competition.
Finney-Smith passes to Porzingis. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They've cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the second half. That extra effort will help them cut into this deficit.
Beverly up top, guarded by Doncic. Here's Batum. Kleber with the rebound.
Yeah, and listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Porzingis inside, defended by Ibaka. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. From deep three-point range, he doesn't hit that one. And the Clippers will come the other way. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Kleber.
Extremely fortunate they didn't lose the ball there.
Zubac is checked in for Serge Ibaka. Clippers leading by 5. Here's Beverly. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Marjanovic checked in for Maxi Kleber. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. He got on his guys about allowing too many paint points. He said, hey, we've got to be scrappier. We've got to be quicker to help, quicker to collapse the lane. You guys know what to do. Now you got to give me the effort. I want to see some nasty. Kevin?
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And the technical free throw is good.
You must embrace the pressure and knock down critical free throws. Nicely done.
Hardaway against George. To the inside. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by George. George has got his 4th assist in this one. Mavericks trail by 6. Doncic outside. To the middle. And Doncic throws it down.
Well, Luka Doncic loves the big moment, and he delivers.
George looking around. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. And it's Beverly missing. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Doncic.
Well, Doncic, terrific floor vision in the open floor. He also understands how to be the guy to finish.
George against Hardaway. And George, here we go, off on the layup. And so it's Porzingis. They'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks to tie it up. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, I know that he can make the perimeter jump shot, but I really like it when Porzingis is taking it inside and making the defense deal with all that size.
And the Clippers call time here. They're ahead by 2. 1:10 left in the 4th quarter. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Paul George.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
You know, there was so much hype around Kristaps Porzingis once he got off to a great start in his first year. And you just want to see him continue to grow and add dimensions to the offensive game every year. What's next? We'll see.
And it's Leonard missing. The Mavericks have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. It falls!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
George up top. Goodbye, Hardaway. And here's Leonard from 3. Knocks down the 3.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Outside, Redick to the wing on the left. Marjanovic kicks to Redick. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Marjanovic against Leonard. Marjanovic passes to Porzingis. It falls!
Oh, you love the aggressiveness and the swagger that Porzingis has to take that shot. Such a clutch play from the Latvian.
It's in!
Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
To the paint. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. The city of Denver is in full motion. Here are the five for the Clippers. Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then there's Batum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Ibaka in at the center. And for Denver, Porter is out there with Gordon. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Barton in at the two guard. Now, here is Morris. The dish to Porter. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers.
And guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid, he's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often. Extremely gifted. They brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take him to another level for sure.
Batum attacking, and Nicholas Batum with the slam.
Long and live, Batum gliding to the rim. Thing of beauty.
Barton kicks to Morris. Dishes it to Porter. At the top of the key, Gordon. Pass to Jokic. It's stolen by Ibaka. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
And I think George is clearly one of the most difficult covers in the league. When he's taking it strong to the basket, the defense sometimes has no choice but to foul it.
Both good from the line that time.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Morris kicks to Jokic. Porter in the corner. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And then Leonard enjoys jamming it home. Got to keep him as far away from the hoop as possible.
Jokic inside. Defended by Ibaka. Back to Gordon. He kicks to Porter. Batum with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And the shot goes in. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnover.
Finally, after all those clanks, someone comes through for them.
Well, you knew it eventually was going to happen. I mean, my goodness, a tight start to this one, but maybe that'll ignite some more buckets to be made.
Now, here is Ibaka. 6 on the shot clock. Leonard. And Batum gets it to go on the assist from Leonard. Batum's got his second basket. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
and now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Morris passes to Porter. He dishes it to Gordon. Down low to the paint. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Really a fantastic job by Gordon to bury himself down there, giving the defense really no other choice than to foul him.
He misses the free throw, and Los Angeles will go for a different look here. And the second free throw, good. Now here's Jackson. There's a minute left here in the opening quarter. Pass to man. Passes to Leonard. Unloads. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team. Well, I like how Paul Millsap used his body to get into the defender there.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. There's Jackson with the 3. Denver grabs the miss. And here's the fast break. Floats it up for Millsap, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
I like the way Millsap is always ready to be aggressive offensively. I mean, if he has daylight and he's got a good look, he doesn't hesitate.
The pass to Leonard. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Guys, we've seen a confident-looking Clippers team out there.
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
Paul Millsap out there with Green. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then there's Jamal Murray. That's the group on the floor for Denver. They grabbed their own miss, and it's Leonard missing.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
The alley-oop layup, very well done.
You know, an area worthy of further development for Murray is keeping his teammates involved.
Outside Jackson, pass to Leonard. Not gonna go that time. Great D that time from Green. Bobbed up there for Green, and it's Green with the jam.
Boy, I tell you what, passes like that from Murray will keep his teammates working hard to get open because they know he'll find them.
Pass to Man. Feeds it to Leonard, and he banks in the layup. Leonard's got 8 points.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament to get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. I don't want to be too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, "In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity." Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David. Morris is checked in for Leonard.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this? Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Will Barton, he's checked in for Austin Rivers. And Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. Back to Morris. At the elbow, Jokic. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Inside, here's Kennard. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Barton kicks to Jokic. Back to Barton. Near the three-point line, it's Porter, and with the rebound. Clippers leading by 9. Here's Jackson. No good there. And here's the fast break. Millsap leading the way. And that one's good by Porter.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Jackson against Morris. Passes it to Kennard. No good on the triple.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Stolen by Jackson. And they're on the break by himself. And Morris throws it down.
And the thing about Morris, doesn't have the big vertical, but tenacious once he gets around the rim.
Morris outside, kicks it to Porter. Trains the three-pointer. Porter's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
And it's sent back by Millsap.
Can't ignore Millsap's defensive instinct. Excellent timing rising up to block shots.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Morris against Jackson. Wide open look here for Zubac. Here's Morris. And that one barely misses as he draws contact. 2 free throws coming up. Paul Millsap picks one up.
Yeah, and of course, Marcus with a twin brother, Markeith, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
There's 21 seconds left now here in the second. It's Barton on the wing, covered by Morris. Gordon dishes to Barton. To the inside. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Jokic.
Leaving folks open around Barton is a no-no. He'll torch you whenever you do that.
And a close game so far through the first.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive first half. The Clippers have the edge here at halftime. They hold a 4-point lead. Kenny, how'd you see it? And
if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for the Clippers right now, we've got Patrick Beverly. Baca is out there with Batum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's George in at the shooting guard. Morris against Beverly. Morris passes to Barton. Now, here's Jokic. He's guarded closer. Over George. Clock at 6. Jokic finds Barton. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And so Beverly will bring it up for the Clippers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Outside Leonard. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. The difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Barton kicks to Morris. There's Porter with the 3. They get it back. Jokic. Denver passing it around. Beverly against Gordon. Back to Porter. Trying to find Jokic. Gets it to him. Second shot opportunity. With the tip and the second chance effort by Gordon. Gordon's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, great hustle from Gordon using his patented vertical to sky up for the board.
George against Porter. From deep. The shot, no good. And the Nuggets going the other way. Barton outside. And there's the pass to Jokic. Over Ibaka. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Now just a 2-point Clipper lead. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Outside, George. Nobody near Leonard. Off target from 3-point range.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Nuggets have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. And it's all evened up.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Outside Leonard. Back to Beverly. He kicks it to Leonard. For the 3. And it's Leonard again missing.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
It's tipped. Martin surveying the floor. Back to Porter. The dish to Gordon. Porter in the corner. Martin from outside. Denver keeping it going. A new 14-second clock. Porter, no luck.
Talk about hurting your team. I mean, he just can't get anything to go out there.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And, you know, the versatile George does so many things well. High-octane player who I think gives you intensity at both ends of the court.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And then for Los Angeles, Mann's checked in, and Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Pass to Rivers. 29 seconds left in the third quarter. Murray, no good. The Clippers in the lead. That's good for George on the assist by Jackson. Jackson's got his 3rd assist on the night. Denver shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Back to Murray. Campazzo buries the long-range jumper. There's Jackson with the 3, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. The Clippers on top. They're up by 1. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. We got Jermichael Green. He's out there with Austin Rivers. Jamal Murray is out there with Jokic. That's the group on the floor for Denver. The Nuggets trail by 3. Campazzo defended by George. Murray against Kennard. 5 to shoot. Back to Murray. Misses the 3. Clippers leading by 3. Kennard with the ball. Now guarded by Murray. Pass to Mann. Shoots the 3. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off. Really no idea why you're fouling. Oh! And throw it down, Kawhi. That was nasty. Love watching him go hard and attacking with power.
Campazzo defended by George. Murray against Leonard. Murray kicks to Rivers. Fires from the wing. And he overshot that one, missing.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution.
So hard to guard, really, without fouling. Leonard is an expert at forcing the issue and getting the call.
A free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. Denver making a switch here. Porter's checked in. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Beverly, the pass to Leonard. Batum, the tip in on the offensive rebound. And the Clippers lead by 9.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. It's good.
You know, you never know what Jokic is going to do because he's so unpredictable when he's working in the screen and roll.
Rivers against George. Passes it to Leonard. Back to George. Lets it go with the three. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Right side, Porter. He feeds it to Green. He's looking for Porter and finds him. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And now just a 5-point Clipper lead.
And it's clear Porter is a gutsy guy, someone who enjoys taking and making huge shots for his team.
Leonard against Porter. And Batum kicks to George. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Denver. Gordon's checked in for Green. Martin comes in for Austin Rivers. And Monte Morris subbed in for Murray. Right side, George. Kicks it out to Leonard. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Nuggets. Gordon's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Jokic throws it down.
When it's an important possession, Jokic steps up big.
Morris against Beverly. Outside Leonard. 1:06 left in the game. Batum against Gordon. Here's Leonard, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
And you can tolerate gas like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Barton outside. On the wing, Porter. He's covered by Leonard. And they double up Gordon. There's Porter with the three. Yes! A tremendous three to tie it up.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. The Nuggets on offense. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. Shot and game clock separated by 5. To the middle. And here's Gordon. Porter, no luck. And oh, here we go. Batum's got it. Galloping the fast break chance.
And because of Paul George's composure and even-keeled nature, his teammates have great trust in him in these situations.
So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with it. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. And for Denver, they've got Michael Porter. Aaron Gordon out there with Jokic. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Murray in at the point guard position. Now here's Kleba. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul called on the Denver Nuggets. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense of how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Murray against Doncic. Barton kicks to Murray. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Murray gives you a lot of things, and stretching out the defense, that's going to help him.
The pass to Kleba. Down low. Here's Hardaway. Dallas moving the ball around. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Nice delivery there. You can't hesitate when a man comes free on the perimeter. He got it, went right into the shot.
Outside Porter. Murray against Porzingis. Porzingis with the steal. And it's the Mavericks on the break.
Woo! Okay.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
Doncic against Murray. Outside Porter, a 3 ball. It's not going to go for him. And it's Dallas the other way. Passes it to Porzingis. Pass to Kleba. Stolen by Gordon. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Jokic is running. He dishes it to Murray. Fades. Porter passes to Murray. Back to Porter. And again, Denver no good.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Nice shot by Porzingis.
Yeah, you want Porzingis, especially with that kind of size, if you're the coaching staff, to go in and dominate on the glass. Do something on the interior. We're seeing that now.
Now, here's Jokic. Back to Murray. Doncic with the block. And he gets it back. Shot clock at 5. Barton finds Porter. Porter can't get that one to fall.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Doncic, no good.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Porter can't get that one to fall. Mavericks leading by 5. Here's Porzingis, the fast break chance. And that one drops. Porzingis has got his second bucket.
Porzingis out there and hustling in transition to get the nice finish.
Barton passes to Murray. They can't stop the run with that one. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk
than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Murray outside. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Porter. Pass to Barton. Murray outside. Good on the triple. Murray's got his second bucket of the night.
And that's where Murray's speed shines through. He gives the D no time to react off that pass.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Now the pass to Kleba. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Murray kicks to Porter. Back to Murray. There's the triple. But they recover it. At the elbow, it's Gordon. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Murray finds Gordon. Denver gets it back. Martin with it. Here's Murray. Jokic on the follow.
Yeah, Jokic in a smart place there, collects the offensive rebound, very alert, and cleans up the mess.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Hardaway passes to Porzingis. The dish to Doncic. And the three off target. Murray left side. And Jokic slings it in.
Jokic on an alley-oop. Sweet.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Mavericks lead by 4. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
Benji on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Dallas, we've got Josh Richardson. He's out there with Jalen Brunson. Powell is out there with Doncic. And it's Melli in at the power forward. Mavericks leading by 4. Brunson finds Doncic. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And the dunk by Powell.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Campazzo. His three-pointers off the mark. And here are the Mavericks now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Melli passes to Doncic. Passes to Brunson. Back to Doncic. Over Morris. Doncic, no good. The Nuggets trail by 6. The putback.
The good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And a miss there on the triple.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Yeah, just a fantastic job to stay with the play and just not give up. Excellent effort on the offensive backboard. I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And here is Morris. After Luka Doncic hitting the 3. Out to Morris. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Mavericks leading by 5. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. It's Richardson on the wing, covered by Morris. Cauley Stein dishes to Richardson. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Brunson, no good. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And it's good, 2 points. Rivers has got his first bucket in this one. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalry. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Gordon's checked in for Denver. Dallas also making some changes. Porzingis, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Doncic. Catching up on the changes for Denver. Jokic, he's checked in for Green. Barton comes in for Rivers. And Murray subbed in for Morris. Pass to Cauley-Stein. Now Porzingis. Jokic with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Barton, no luck.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage. And Jokic carrying that standard for a superstar big man. For your money, though, Bones, is he the best true center?
And, folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Jokic has got his third basket of the night.
Like that from Murray right there. When he's passing it like this, it can make him so much better and so much more open.
Porzingis against Millsap. Porzingis kicks to Brunson. Out to Porzingis. Millsap with the steal. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Pass to Jokic. Dishes to Murray. Back to Jokic. Over Cauley-Stein. And a little luck that time, but it drops. And it's now only a 1-point Maverick lead. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. There's the pass to Cauley-Stein. Here's Finney-Smith. He's got 6. Cauley-Stein goes in. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
It's a hand on it. Jokic on the follow. Jokic has got the lead up to 1 now for the Nuggets.
Great at using his body and finding his feet.
And that'll do it for the first half of competitive game so far. Nuggets.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They only had a couple rough stretches, and as the first period came to a close, they had a 4-point. And that'll do it for our half.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
And the team appreciating all of that dirty work going on. His activity has been phenomenal.
We've got Murray, Aaron Gordon out there with Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Barton in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
This is it to Hardaway. Kleba with it. Outside, Porzingis. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Here's Porter. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Nuggets lead by 5.
Well, Barton had a good feel about what was happening defensively, and his teammate was wide open.
Murray against Doncic. Free throw line jump shot. Offensive rebound. The shot off that time.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
A different look for Denver. Green, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. Austin Rivers comes in for Barton. And Morris subbed in for Murray. And Dallas also making a switch. Melly is checked in for Porzingis. And it's Jokic missing. Mavericks trailed by 5.
The playmaking of Jokic, so incredible. Creating this inverted offense. Bones, for your money, does it matter what position your best playmaker occupies?
I don't think so. And Jokic might be the secret sauce to that, and proving that from the center position, much like Arvydas Sabonis and Vlade Divac before him, can impact and also frustrate opposing defenses because you can't stop the center from making these kind of plays.
Kleber, the pass to Doncic. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Shoots from the baseline. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
On the attack, 6'4", good verts. Rivers can produce at the rim.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
Some changes here for the Mavericks. Marjanovic comes in for Nicolo Melli. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Doncic outside. Inside. He's looking for Kleber and finds him. And here we go again. The Nuggets on the break. And finished off by Rivers.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Doncic dishes to Hardaway. Back to Doncic. That drops and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Hardaway has got 3 assists tonight.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Denver.
Kicks it to Rivers. And it's Jokic in the corner. Shoots over Marjanovic. Rebounded by Hardaway.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
The offensive rebound. Marjanovic finds Redick. It's good from long range. Redick's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Well, JJ's release is just so quick, even from 3.
Outside, Porter. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. And now Redick pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Paul Millsap is checked in for Jokic. Aaron Gordon comes in for JaVale McGee. Will Barton, he's checked in for Porter. And Murray subbed in for Rivers. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Zinkas, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. Richardson, he's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for J.J. Redick. Campazzo, Brunson covering. And Murray. Here we go. And it's Murray with the jam.
Well, if Murray gets his slashing game together like that, that's a good sign for his offense. Love how confident he is.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Another 3 for Dallas.
Well, that equals his 3-point total from the first half. He had 1 before the break, and that's his first 3 of this half.
Campazzo, Brunson covering, and stolen by Richardson. Fast break, Dallas for the lead. Dallas keeping it alive. A fresh 14. Porzingis can't hit. And it's Millsap with the ball for Denver. Pass to Gordon. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That is his first foul of the game. For three, Murray. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 8th rebound here tonight.
At 7-3, Porzingis with no trouble seeing over the defense. Excellent pass and a very unselfish play.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Mavericks lead by 1. And we're coming right back after this break to get the... And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the floor for Dallas, Jalen Brunson out there with Richardson. And there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. Richardson kicks to Finney-Smith. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Morris inside. Brunson covering. Pass to Gordon. 5 to shoot. Back to Murray. Now Porzingis. Richardson outside. Stolen by Gordon. Martin left side. Outside for Murray. Martin outside. Back to Murray. Fires, high post. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Porzingis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
I hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Back to Richardson. No good from outside. The Nuggets trail by 4. And here is Murray. Barton. And Barton throws it down.
Oh, yeah, sure, Will Barton, you could have laid that one in, but why? People pay tickets to see that kind of stuff.
Richardson outside. 2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th. Here's Brunson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Murray against Richardson. Morris passes to Murray. A three-pointer off the mark.
And boy, you can see his struggles from the field, and I think it's really starting to get to him.
Nice job, Richardson, playing now in the mid-range. That tells me his offensive game is showing confidence.
Richardson against Murray. Barton outside. No one near him. No good on that one. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Richardson gets a wide open look. Off target with his 3. The Nuggets trail by 6. Gordon finds Murray. The Nuggets with another miss.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
The Nuggets have gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the 4th quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. And the pass to Morris. Outside Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Boy, they needed that one. And Gordon delivers. His productive habits really paying off there.
Brunson kicks to Finney-Smith. Porzingis high post. Brunson against Morris. Brunson the pass to Porzingis. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
That's a huge confidence boost right there for Kristaps Porzingis. He's proving he's got what it takes in those moments.
And that's an intentional foul. A different look for Denver. Jokic, he's checked in for JaMychal Green, and Porter subbed in for Monte Morris. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Melly. Redick comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for Richardson. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and they're able to recover. Here's Murray. And again, Denver no good.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
A good look from Doncic. And it's Jokic with the rebound. And here are the Nuggets now. Here's Gordon. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And there's no question that Gordon is a talented player, and it's clear he wants to be a star in this league.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Doncic looking it over. Drills the three-pointer.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line. Yeah, this game is not over when Jamal Murray is still able to play.
So we see the Mavericks get the win here. A narrow. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Clippers, we've got Kawhi Leonard. Batum's out there with Ibaka. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the 2 guard. Outside Leonard. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position.
Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Jacks up a 3. The shot misses. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
Beverly against Doncic. Beverly feeling it out a bit. The pass to Batum. The three from George. Mavericks with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And what a motor. Porzingis is an all-star talent who is also willing to do the dirty work.
Outside Leonard. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. First trip to the line for him here. The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi was drafted 15th overall in 2011. If they had a redraft, I wonder what number he would go down. He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Hardaway passes to Porzingis. Doncic outside. Back to Porzingis. Just 4 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. It's hauled in by Beverly.
Well, this is where he's inconsistent, and that can slow down your team's momentum.
And Smitty, you know what Pat Beverly is going to bring every night. A fearless, ferocious, at times almost sociopathic level of intensity. And this guy just does not take a possession off.
You know, he's one of those guys I would have to question even playing with him. He plays so hard. I know I hate playing against him.
George looking around. Leonard on the wing. Outside, George. Here's Ibaka. Gets himself open and drills it.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Outside Hardaway. It's to Porzingis. Doncic outside. Back to Porzingis. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Batum with the steal. And George, here we go. That evens the score.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Doncic outside. George against Hardaway. Doncic outside. Pass to Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Cleveland with it. Defended by Batum. Just 5 to shoot. Doncic now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside Leonard. And Beverly kicks to Leonard. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with his offense.
Out to Hardaway. The 3. That shot off. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Leonard inside. Batum inside the three-point line. That's short off the rim. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Doncic outside. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. It's Dallas up by 2. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They just been the better team so far.
On the floor for Dallas. They've got Dwight Powell. Richardson is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Doncic, and it's Melli in at the 4. Stolen by Jackson. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Mann. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammates. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
Richardson outside. To the inside. Here's Powell. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Kennard on the wing. There's the 3. Offensive rebound. Zubac the pass to Kennard. Shot clock at 6. Second chance shot. Here's Zubac. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Doncic against Zubac. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Morris is checked in for Serge Ibaka. The Mavericks also with the sub. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Dwight Powell.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
Doncic kicks to Richardson. Cauley Stein chipped back in for 2. Cauley Stein's got the game tied up here for the Mavs.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Pass to Kennard. Launches a 3. Mavericks with the rebound. Doncic has got 5 rebounds tonight.
Promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully he can stay healthy this go around.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Brunson against Jackson. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. No good with the triple.
And Kennard's moving into the starting lineup for the first time last season.
And to add to that, he had a larger role offensively. And at the same time, his efficiency increased. That's a good sign.
Jackson against Brunson. Now the pass to Morris. Can they get it? Los Angeles with another miss. Mavericks leading by 5. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. And he commits the intentional foul.
There's really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Porzingis is checked in for Melli. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Luka Doncic. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Hardaway finds Porzingis. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Batum grabs the miss. Los Angeles has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4.
Strong take by Paul. He plays with great decisiveness.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Free throw shooting, not an area he has worried about at all. How about last year? 88% from the line.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Mavericks have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Pass to Hardaway. And here is Kleber, defended by Batum. Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Hardaway has got the lead up to 5 now for the Mavs. Right side, Leonard. On the wing, George. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Mavericks have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. And that one is good. Porzingis has got 8 points.
Oh, great ball movement there.
46 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Beverly against Richardson. And Beverly kicks to Leonard. Tries again. That one misses. Good work defensively by Richardson. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Ibaka's checked in. And Dallas also making a switch. Powell's checked in. Clippers trail by 8. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Hardaway against George. Misses in close. Here's Finney-Smith. Hardaway from outside. And so it's Dallas, holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. The defensive work they've done against Paul George has been a big factor. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, the first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. And that'll do it.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Porzingis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Batum is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Paul George. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. Clippers trail by 8.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be. Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact, and sometimes even initiates it.
Porzingis passes to Doncic. Outside Hardaway. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
Porzingis passes to Kleba. And there's the feed to Hardaway. Goes back up. Out to Doncic. Dallas, no good that time either. And so Ibaka will bring it up for Los Angeles. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. And it's Leonard missing.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Here's Finney-Smith, defended by George. Hardaway passes to Finney-Smith. 5 on the clock. Back to Hardaway. Off target from outside.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
2 points. That one goes. Leonard's got 6 points.
And you see Kawhi's hustle in transition, always putting himself in position to succeed.
Right side Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Pass to Kleba. Back to Doncic. Over Beverley. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Clippers trail by 4. Here's Batum, and Nicholas Batum with the slam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
Hardaway passes to Kleba. Kicks to Doncic. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And they call the foul, so he's got... And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And here is Los Angeles now. Ibaka with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. Man. Here's Zubac. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Dallas has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Feeds it to Powell. Back to Doncic. Lays it up and banks it in. Doncic has got 6 points.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
Marcus Morris is checked in for Serge Ibaka. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Powell. Maxi Kleber comes in for Nicolo Melli. J.J. Redick's checked in for Jalen Brunson. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Josh Richardson. Over to the left wing. Jackson kicks to Kennard. Makes it off the glass. Kennard's got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
The shot by Redick, no good. 2 for 1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
Quick off his feet, the long arms, easy jam for Jackson.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 6. Passes it to Hardaway. Over Jackson. That one rolling around and rims out.
Well, he's put up zeros for an entire quarter. Not the way you try to get back into this ball game.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
To the paint, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Exploding to the rim, Luke Kennard slams it in. His offensive energy is a difference maker.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Clippers on top as they end the third quarter with a massive 16-4 run. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Jalen Brunson out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Doncic in at the small forward spot. To the middle. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
With a high basketball IQ and improving playmaking abilities, Luke's growing as a distributor.
Now here's Brunson. Defense is right there. Hardaway kicks to Doncic. Puts it up from 15, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
Beverly against Brunson. Leonard attacking. Goes up with a stripe. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds in the game.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Clippers leading by 4. Down low. And it's Leonard missing.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for Los Angeles. Paul George comes in for Luke Kennard. And Dallas also making the switch. Redick is checked in. Here's Porzingis. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
This is just one of many areas where Redick has improved, reading the floor and finding his guys for good quality shots.
Beverly dishes to Batum. On the wing, George. He feeds it to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Leonard against Doncic. Shot on the wing. The shot by Redick, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter.
And not exactly quick off the floor, but Luka uses great anticipation to make defensive plays.
He kicks it to Hardaway. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
On the wing, George. Guarded by Hardaway. Takes it out to Leonard. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Doncic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Deflects the pass, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Beverly.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Forced them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for J.J. Redick.
The dribble drive, yet another tool in Leonard's extensive arsenal, earns him a trip to the line.
At the line for 2.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Tight ball game. Who do you want at the charity stripe? This guy.
Doncic passes to Hardaway. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Goes up on the wing. Rebound by the Clippers. In the corner, George with it. Back to Ibaka. Inside. Takes it out to Leonard. Looking to get back on track here. Hardaway with the steal. Cleveland with it. George picks him up. Outside Hardaway. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Low percentage shot from long range. Terrible decision, especially when you still have a chance to win this. He's been there before, played in big moments of big games. Ibaka coming through in the clutch.
44 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Got it! And now they trail by just 4.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
George, that's a 2-pointer. Misses off the left iron. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Leonard with the steal. Here's Beverly, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Beverly's got the lead up to 6 now for Los Angeles.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
And there's the pass to Porzingis. Count it!
And with that unique combination of size and skill, Porzingis is a dependable late-game scoring option.
George way outside. It's off. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. Probably a little close. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.